D.C. today to celebrate 5.5 years of Voto Latino, the voting organization I co-founded in 2004. We have been working hard and working on many different initiatives for many, many years, and we wanted to take a moment to celebrate that.
CTV is joining with Voto Latino to crash the parties this election year.
In 2008, we started voter registration through texting, and we'd actually been doing that, getting into it a little bit earlier, but we were able to use it for that election, and it was amazing because a lot of the people that we're reaching out to are young people. 50,000 Latinos turn 18 every month, and that's the majority of the people that we're trying to target. For every 4 children, one of them is Latino. For every child in elementary school, 1 in 5 is Latina. But also the high school dropout rates are the strongest with Latinos. The high school pregnancy is the strongest with Latinos. And when you're looking at that, you're going, okay, these kids are not going to be prepared to run this country.
Voto Latino focus very much on engaging young people within the Latino community, recognizing that young people are incredibly powerful and incredible ambassadors for their family, for sharing information. But what better way to engage them than to do voter registration in 2008? And we registered roughly 35,000 people in key battleground states. And the best part about it is that in the areas where Voto Latino was participated in, we actually saw a minimum of 5% increase in Latino participation in those states. That includes Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. It was fantastic.
This year, we decided to work on the census and expand what Voto Latino does beyond just voter registration and getting into a census initiative.
Every 10 years, the United States counts every resident.
It's called the census.
We felt that specifically because so many different organizations have been talking to Latino groups, going into churches, telling them not to participate in the census, that they should be boycotting, that the way that they're being talked about on the news is offensive, and they can be counted when they're legalized. And we had decided to be very strong in our response to that and actually use those arguments within our PSAs.
This is a constitutional right, and it's an imperative that we all have to fill out this form. It's something they cannot take away from us, and we can use it to create more rights.
You should run for mayor, Marissa.
We have a Supreme Court justice now. Why not try for president?
One of the reasons that Voto Latino has been so successful is that we've harnessed the power of the internet in ways that folks had not done before. We recognize that young people are fast adapters of technology, but Latino youth specifically are one of the fastest adopters of technology across the board. So, for example, what we're doing this year is that we are launching the very first iPhone app targeting Hispanic youth all through Central California and Southern California. Why? Because we recently found out that 25%, get this, 25% of all iPhone users happen to be Latino. What better way than to use those technologies to ensure we're attracting the best and the brightest to motivate their community?
We're a very young country. We still got a lot to prove and a lot to do. And this is the demographic of people we're trying to reach out to get into it. And they're online. And they're using their cell phones. And they got together, 2 million young people hit the streets in 2006 because they had MySpace and texting. So that's where we're using viral videos and having kids themselves like what we're talking about. If it's something interesting to them, they share it with each other. And we're getting them involved in the process. Most of what Voto Latino does is volunteer-based.